How's it going, everybody? Hope anybody out there who might be watching this right now or at some point in the future is having themselves a fantastic day today. Welcome, welcome. My name is Relikai. I'm going to play a video game on the internet, and tonight that video game is going to be Fate Grand Order. We are continuing on with Lost Belt whatever, Olympus. Yes, I have been told that I'm actually getting close to the end game of Olympus, which is pretty exciting. So yeah, we'll see if we can get to the point where we can start to see it tonight, or I don't know, who knows. We might just have to wait until next time. But yeah, so because we're playing FGO, I did go and grab a couple beers. They're waiting in the fridge because around here we like to have we don't like to have these, but BlueStacks likes to have little BlueStack moments. Hey, what's going on, Mike? Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Happy Halloween. That is true in certain areas of the world. It is officially the first night of Halloween. So yes, happy future Halloween to you as well. It ain't Halloween for me. That's for certain. And I don't think it's Halloween for you either. But you know what? Why not? Why not? We can both pretend, I suppose. In FGO, it's been Halloween for 2 days. Isn't it a repeat again of all of the Liz Halloween events? Isn't it Liz everywhere? Yeah, isn't it? It's just like it's like when the local movie theater decides to just play all 3 Lord of the Rings. It's like, hey, they're just all there. But now it's all the Liz events. I might stream some one of them at least one time. I want for it to actually be October before I do that. But yeah, that's something that we could probably, do at least once or twice or something like that. They all got rank up quests. All 5 of them. Are there 5 Liz's? Holy shit. I mean, there's about 5 different versions of every character. So I guess that's not entirely, crazy. It's just whenever you have to think about it again, just the sheer quantity that they can get out of a single character. People give Dragon Ball shit for all the, they gave Dragon Ball Fighters shit for all the different Gokus that they had. Man, Artoria came in and said, "Hold my beer." Just like, you ain't seen nothing yet, man. 7 if you count the 2 Carmillas, but they didn't get rank ups. Well, I mean, no, you shouldn't. You can't count the Carmillas. You can't, because they're the Carmillas. They ain't the Liz's. They ain't the Heathers. They're the Carmillas. Can't go lumping them in together. I think the Lizzies were actually a gang in the Warriors. So yeah, Caldia's got its own Lizzie's gang, and it's terrifying. But yeah, we won't be doing that tonight. We're gonna be doing Olympus. I mean, I already committed to it with the thumbnail, so we gotta lean in and we gotta commit. So it's we're set. We'll hang out with Liz some other day. A day that's actually in October, like I said. But tonight, yeah, we're gonna be starting up Olympus here. I believe, yeah, it was you that said I'm apparently approaching the end game for Olympus, so We'll see whereabouts we can get to tonight. Don't let them sing. Yeah, Liz, you know, she can sing. Just I don't have to be around for it. I don't have to be around for it. But what I was saying earlier, BlueStacks likes to have BlueStacks moments around here where it's just gonna decide it's done working for like a couple seconds. And yeah, so I did grab myself a couple of beers and I'm gonna take a drink for every time we have a BlueStacks moment. Now here's the thing, I did this last time as well, and we didn't have a single BlueStacks moment. So my theory is actually that if I try and turn it into some form of content, then BlueStacks will just, you know, work like a charm. We'll see. If all it takes for BlueStacks to not absolutely shit all over itself is to just grab a couple of beers, put them in the fridge, and be like, hey, if BlueStacks decides to have a BlueStacks moment, I'm gonna start drinking, then yeah, sure, I'll grab a couple of beers and I'll just have them on standby. Why not? So let's go ahead and get to it. Let's kill the BGM. And whoa. Alrighty. Alright, so here we are. Yeah. So we got the what does it even say? The right. The Sedge. I never knew how to pronounce it, so whatever. The Sedge Halloween Trilogy Ultra Demonic Castle Ultra Deluxe Highlights. Yes. Yes, indeed. That is a lot of Liz's. I think the only ones I have are Witch Liz and Night Liz. or Hero Liz. I think that's what she's called, Hero Liz. And I don't think I've leveled either of them. It's you know, it's I got stuff to do, and Liz has got stuff to do. She's a busy gal. Can't can't be bothering her too much. Just wait for the new Liz we get this year. So many. God. Somebody at Tight Moon likes Liz. I wonder who it could be. Anywho, we'll worry about that when we actually decide to stream it. But that will not be tonight. Tonight we're going back to Lost Belt 5 or whatever. We're gonna be starting up Olympus here. And then new Gooda, of course. New Liz's, new Okitas, new Nobus. Just, you know, never ending story. It's, you know, the more things change, the more they stay the same, you know? But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing's changed at all? Anywho, here we are once again at good old Olympus. Last time around, we defeated the Dioscuri. They are gone. We don't have to hear from them anymore. Finally. So, now, things can be peaceful and quiet in my mind. Because I don't have to listen to Caster talk anymore. Anywho. I think, did we stop? Yeah, we pretty much stopped like right after we beat them. So we're just gonna be continuing on here. Ooh, look at this! A new part title. I am the thunder that smites stars. Part 1. How many parts will there be? Probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts. Yes, because they apparently couldn't be fucked to come up with new titles for each section, you know, like they did for all the other singularities in Lost Belt. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and just get things started. No battles, so it's just gonna be mucho taco. Let's do it. Part 1. I'd say just 3 to 4. 3 or 4 kish. Also, gee, wonder who that's talking about. I wonder who could be the thunder. All right. Directly beneath the 5th tree of emptiness, Magellan. Interstellar mountainous city Olympus, great orbital shrine Olympia Dodana, the center of its operations. Bing bong. Oh, King Candy's back. I forgot that he was fucking around here. Man, he was both here and also in the summer event. This guy. How'd you escape from your jar, Mr. Limbo? How'd you get out of there? How'd you escape all of those fangirls of yours inside of your jar? All right. This will neither sacrifice nor prayer. All we seek is the king of the gods' judgment. He has ruled the heavens since the dawn of time, emerging triumphant in no less than 4 Machia. By day, he rules over clear blue skies. By night, he conquers what lies beyond them. He is the wielder of the great thunderbolts, capable of shattering stars, galaxies, even the very universe. Yo, come on now, keep up. None less than the authorities of Uranus and Cronus bow to his will. Spoiler alert, he's also in Lost Belt 5.5. Really? He's in the next one, like he was in the last one, and the one before that, and this one even? Dang. Oh yes, he is the great Demiurge, the one who wields the Cronus crown for all eternity. Speaking of Universe, Samurai Remnant has been pretty good so far. Oh yeah? That's good to hear. I don't know, man. I got so many games. Yeah, dude, I just got Phantom Liberty. I've got Worldless that will be coming out Worldless is coming out in the end of November. What was the other game that I was wanting to get though? There was also Eternites. And then I thought there was another one. But I can't remember. I'll probably get it at some point. It's less Dynasty Warriors, more Yakuza. And Cersei. I'll probably pick it up at some point. I'll get it. I'll get it at some point. There's too much shit. It's autumn. There's always too much video games around autumn, man. It's just... I'll get it at some point. Anywho, easy clap. Shut the fuck up. Alright. Oh, almighty Zeus, please grace us with your presence. Tell us what should be done with this cowardly, treacherous queen. Oh yeah, I forgot. Europa, our baby girl, she got taken. She got taken because she was a cool Chad. Man, can't believe he's gonna be this way. Oh, also, I see why he's got so many fangirls. All right. It's the fucking side. It's the fucking side. You know, and you can see his cum gutters. I swear to God, I had never heard them called that before until I heard it from a female friend. And I was like, what did you just call them? She was like, cum gutters. You never heard of those? I was like, no. No. And now I can't think of them as anything other than that. At one point in time, I knew what that muscle was called. But now they're just cum gutters. I'm fucking ruined, man. I'm just gonna throw it out there into the universe. Fuck you, Katie. Hey, anywho. You had, unfortunately? Well, I guess we both, we both have to suffer. Misery loves company, of course. But yeah, I'm assuming that's where all the power of where his rabid, like literally rabid female fan base comes from. Anywho, what's going on with our girl? Zeus, don't be cringe. I mean, I say that, but you can't tell Zeus not to be cringe. I don't know anyone named Misery. Ah, Mr. Misery. Pretty sure one of his ascensions is topless too. There you go. There you go. That's all it takes. All right.
Europa, I trust you understand why you, my priestess and queen, stand here awaiting sentence like a common criminal.
Lord Zeus.
Well now, I simply must ask, what in the world were you thinking, oh queen? Indeed, you are heavenly Zeus's queen and priestess. You are the direct recipient of his love. And yet, this is how you repay him, with treason and treachery. It was your guidance that enabled the pitiful dregs of the fourth Machia to vanquish both Demeter and Aphrodite. Ah, how tragic. How shameful.
This fucking guy.
Even worse, it was all for nothing. No matter how hard you struggle, your proper human history home will never return. There is no longer a Europe to call you mother. What a waste! What utter foolishness! I suppose this is simply what comes of letting humans act on their feelings.
I forgot you were here! Man, whenever you need an assembly of the cringe villains of fate, like fucking Kyrie always has to like show up as well, man. I mean, Kyrie's not cringe, but he's just, I don't know. I've just always found Kyrie annoying. Like, it just always feels like he just comes up just to be a huge like nail in the protagonist's foot. He's never the main one. He's just or wait, was he in Unlimited Blade Works? God, it's been so long since I've fucked with anything relating to the original three paths, the original visual novel. I can't even remember. I think he was the villain of either Blade Works or Zero. Something like that. Anywho.
Enough. You know we have no reason.
What was the voice I gave him? I was trying to do like a Crispin Freeman or something.
You know we have no reason to involve ourselves with Olympus's affairs, Limbo. Our only job is to await the foreign god's advent. Your interference has far overstepped its bounds.
Oh, believe me, I was very uncertain as to whether I should get involved. But when I saw such a deplorable spectacle unfolding before my very eyes, why, I simply couldn't help but take these matters into my own hands. Indeed, if offering up my own head would make things right, it would be a small price to pay.
Gods from foreign lands. Arise. The time of judgment is at hand. There will be silence in my great shrine.
Yes, of course. My most humble apologies. In that case, yes, by all means. We disciples of the fallen god humbly await your most and just righteous decision, O mighty Zeus. Please take all the time you need.
Oh, he's such a fucking twat. Kaduk! It's been a while. How you doing, boy? How you doing, boyo?
What's gonna happen to Europa? If they're dragging her onto Zeus's altar, it's gotta be because they're about to cut her head off, right?
Very possibly.
Damn it. I don't get it. Europa still hasn't told them our names, even though we'd make perfect scapegoats. Why not? If she just tells them us cryptors made her do it, I'm sure they'd at least spare her life.
Calm down, Kaduk. Ah, sigh. You really should learn to think before you speak one of these days. I know Zeus agreed not to listen in on our conversations as part of his contract with Kashtaria. Oh, yeah. But we don't know for sure if he's keeping his word.
You're right. I'm sorry.
That said, the fact that his thunderbolts haven't already burnt us to a crisp is a good sign that he is. As for Europa, it's really not hard if you think about it. There's a very simple reason she's not saying anything. It's because she doesn't want you to die here. Or me, for that matter. Besides, I'm pretty sure she hasn't given up yet. Even now, she's chosen to remain materialized instead of ending her own life.
She's really strong, isn't she?
Well, of course she is. You don't get to be the mother of Europe by being weak. Kata?
I'm gonna go see Wodim. I don't know if it'll make any difference, but I'm gonna try coming clean.
Go for it. In the meantime, I've got something of my own I want to try.
You're not gonna kill yourself, are you?
Of course not. There's no way I'm dying in a world without David in it. No, I'm just going to make sure a certain cartoonishly evil monk gets a bit of comeuppance. Uh-huh. I like it. Our boy Pepe, he cooking. I want to know what he might be cooking. Maybe it involves some pepperoncinos.
Europa, I do not think you have gone mad. I am certain you agonized over the choice you made. However, you should have said something to me before setting down your chosen path. If you had done that, we could have avoided needless bloodshed, and gods who are now dead would still be alive. What a tragedy. I loved you. In you, I saw a chance for our lost belt and your human history to reach an understanding. But it seems your blood ties to your original world were stronger than I realized. What is done, as I well know. But I must ask you all the same. Why?
Why? Why?
This lost belt, this world over which I rule, is the path this world must take for Earth to be restored, for mythology to be restored. This is the path humans are meant to follow. And yet, why, my queen? Why did you do it?
Oh, kind and gentle Zeus, alas, what you feel for humans, like myself, my dearest Zeus, is not love.
Nani?
You are a great protector of humans. You do a wonderful job guiding us. I can even see genuine compassion in your eyes when you look upon us.
Can you, though? Can you actually? I don't know about that.
It is, however, not the manner in which one looks upon equals. It is the manner in which one looks upon pets. I do love your mother, Mark, but she's more of a pet to me. Jeez. That's still, that fucking line still rustles my jimmies, man. Like he said, yeah, your mom, she's more like a pet to me. But you fucked her, boy. You fucked that pet. Are you, bro? Excuse me? Yeesh. Same thing with Zeus. Same thing with Zeus. Bro? Ayo? Hello? Anywho. Surely in your great omnipotence, you must already know that.
Europa.
Uh-oh. I don't think he liked that. Oh, never mind.
Indeed I do. The love we give to humanity has been the love one has for pets ever since we awoke as gods. Perhaps things would have been different back then. Back when we were but unthinking ships with only enough intelligence to cross the sea of stars.
No, my dear Zeus. I'm afraid you're mistaken. Humanity would never have loved a ship without a heart at all. Almighty Zeus, king of the gods, I am overjoyed that you decided to take a form that resembles ours.
Europa, I have no doubt that the love you feel for me is genuine. However, I cannot overlook the sins you committed by aiding in the deaths of two gods. Even my twin children, the Dioscuri, are now gone from my interstellar mountainous city thanks indirectly to you. Thus, it is with a heavy heart that I must pass judgment upon you.
I'm sure he'll go easy on her. Bing bong ding dong. Ding dong bing bong.
Attention, my beloved citizens of Olympus. I, the all-powerful Zeus, bring you news from atop great orbital shrine Olympia Dodana. A decision has been made. A decision has been made. Queen Europa, my beloved emissary from proper human history, has regrettably committed a grave sin. Deicide.
Uh-oh.
Weep and wail, my beloved citizens. Your lamentations are my tears. Your wails are my anguish and my
Savings account.
At noon today, upon Olympia Dodana's great altar, there will be a public execution of Queen Europa.
Dang.
My beloved citizens, you will all be shown video of the execution, because that is your kink, I am assuming. And I'm just trying to help a bro out. Watch it closely. Let tears spill down your cheeks. Once the execution is over, you will be permitted to mourn the loss of our queen for the next 100 years.
I don't like this. I don't like this, Zeus. This shit's cringe. Don't do it. Europa's a good girl. Oh. Alright. And we got a fight on our hands, apparently. Alright, and just like all across the board, a bunch of dumb shit. So, okay, you know what? We are gonna grab... We're gonna grab Castoria. Then we're gonna switch over Merlin right here. Morgan right here. There's this here. And this here. Aha. And then I think we're all set. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the dream team. All right. How are we going to fix this?
Did you hear that, Senpai? They're going to publicly execute.
We gotta do something.
Easy there, young man. I can't have you running off yet again when we've only just re-established our connection.
So he calls him young man, but Gordy, ain't you just in your 20s? Bro, as far as I'm concerned, Gordy is also a Zoomer.
Just to make sure, you are safe and sound back in the Alliance base, yes? Good. Now hold on just a minute, I've just finished going over your latest reports, and I need a moment to think. Putting aside the fact that your recent run-in with Tamamo Vichkoyanskaya is condensed into a single line that simply says, encountered and fought Tamamo Vichkoyanskaya.
Oh yes, I took the liberty of abridging our battle report, as she continues to be a rather sore subject for Gordolf. In the meantime, I would appreciate if you kept the truth about her identity just between us, at least until our mission here is concluded. Alright, what is she? Is she another... She's another foreign god emissary, I think? I think that's what our girl's deal is, if I'm remembering correctly, from like, I don't know, a month ago. Let's see.
Gotcha. I say, why are you all hushed up over there? We can hardly afford to be confused right now. I also see that Grand Summon Article Ether is now in your possession. Good. It's most unfortunate that this collaborator, Queen Europa, was captured. It's also a great shame you lost a capable ally in Prometheus Hephaestus, and that the enemy now knows about your underground hideout. However, in spite of all that, we are by no means at a disadvantage. Thankfully, Queen Europa's execution does not change our situation, which is the most important thing. Really, now that the ether is safely in our possession, it seems to me her role in the operation is over. Am I wrong?
Well,
true. I doubt the collaborator will have a major part to play from here on. While this will, of course, be easier said than done, for the final phase of Operation Godslayer, we need only to activate ether in front of Zeus. As such, painful though it may be, there was nothing for us to gain by rescuing Queen Europa from her public execution. If anything, the prudent thing would be to stay far away, as it is very likely a trap designed to lure us in and wipe us all out at once.
Hear, hear! Even I could see what an obvious trap this is. And besides, the fact is that at this moment, at this point, whatever happens to her has no effect on us. Yes, no effect at all. You do understand what I'm getting at, don't you? Listen, this is difficult to say, but...
We are fighting a war, and in times of war, one must sometimes make unpleasant decisions, even be callous. So, as one who has walked the path of cruelty and callousness myself, let me offer you this advice. Now is not the time to deliberate. Whatever you decide, I urge you to make your choice quickly.
so you think we should make up our minds soon, Emperor Caligula?
Indeed I do, Shield Maiden.
Right now, our ultimate objective is to cut down the Tree of Emptiness. And to do that, we'll also need to slay Zeus. Of course, we know what will happen if we're successful. Cutting down the Tree of Emptiness will end this lost belt, causing all of Olympus to disappear. And Adele and me will probably both end up dying. We've never been able to observe from the inside exactly what happens to a lost belt when it disappears from Earth. So, I can't say for sure what will happen. But, yes, we expect everything will disappear. And the chance of any life forms inside the Lost Belt surviving is vanishingly small. Yes, we understand. The gods once told us that the destruction of the Tree of Emptiness would mean the death of all of Olympus. We knew that, and we still chose to remain in the God Destroyer Alliance.
I keep yawning, bro. Come on, man. I'm gonna do the anime thing. Do the anime thing of like, ah, ah, ow. Kinda stings a little bit, yeah. But okay. I think I'm a slightly bit more awake.
Even if we're all going to die anyway once we succeed, Queen Europa doesn't deserve to be executed. She should at least have a more dignified death. No, that's not it. That's not really how I feel. That's only a pretext, an excuse. Everyone in Olympus gave up on being a father or a mother or any kind of parental figure long ago. They're all just things to be protected. Mindless reeds who never think about anything besides prostrating themselves before the gods. But something about Lady Europa reminded me of my mother.
I see. So she doesn't see humans like you and Miss Adele as mere things to be protected, but rather as children whom she wants to learn and grow as a true parent would.
Yeah, that's right. I know we only spent a tiny bit of time with her last night, but when I saw her grieving the 10,000 years we spent in stagnation, and how she and Adele laughed together, for a moment, it felt like I was looking at our mother again. Your mother? Oh. Yeah, as far as Olympus is concerned, no, that's not it. As far as we're concerned, Queen Europa is the last mother to ever look out for us. She's the last person who ever wished for a future where we could learn and grow. That's why I want to witness the Tree of Emptiness's destruction and face our final moments with her, together.
Aww.
Your final moments, huh? Yes, that's how we feel. Sister. I feel the same way, Makarios.
There is dignity in death. As an anti-hero who stole that dignity from far too many people, Relly, I too would ask that you grant their wish, so that the end of all things past may be at least a peaceful one. Indeed, that is also the wish held by the many lives I stole, lives that were lost thousands of years ago, and whose wish even now resonates firmly within my soul.
I don't get it! I just don't get it! I could never make a choice that I knew would result in my death. Hell, I wouldn't even want to think about making one, or to remember that such choices even exist. But that being said, I would never reject another's choice made under such circumstances. Neither would I mock or deride it. I just find it very sad. And I do understand that if there was only one thing one could ask for in their final moments, it would be to share those moments with someone precious to them. Well, not me, of course, certainly not me. As a mage, my mind easily transcends such mundane human concerns. At any rate, very well, Adele and Makarios, I understand how you feel. So I think, under the circumstances...
Okay, then. Let's go stop Queen Europa's execution.
Right, exactly. Besides, you two have done nothing but help us ever since we arrived. And while I'd like to reward you at the moment, I can't even present you with a single freshly baked croissant. So, while this will undoubtedly be risky, if this is the best reward the God Destroyer Alliance could ask for, then we at Cordia are more than willing to help. Hang on, you already agreed? Why couldn't you have let me finish my little speech first?
'Cause I was already sure you'd agree.
You guys, thank you so much. We know we're being very selfish, but... Selfish my ass! You don't need to thank us. Besides, we know plenty well by now how far you two are willing to go for what you believe in. I barely remember what my own mother looked like, but if I could, I'm sure I'd have wanted to protect her too. So yeah, no way we were gonna ignore your request and go our separate ways after everything you've done for us.
Exacto mundo.
It seems like you've reached an agreement. Then our next stop is Great Orbital Shrine Olympia Dodana.
Finally, Operation God Destroy will be taking the fight to the enemy. You guys better not mess up this last part. Now, we want to encourage them, not discourage them. Good luck, everyone.
Oh yeah, it's time for the final golden attack. Let's go reach that asshole Zeus. Let's go teach that asshole Zeus a thing or two, Shaw.
But first, Canis. Oh, you finally wrapped up the sappy crap? About damn time. Also, you know your samurai intuition or whatever can be kind of creepy. Canis, you were in your spirit form? Pick up your damn shield. You sense that? There's official guards headed into every damn room in the underground. I knew those Dioscuri bastards must have tipped them off about us. Check it out! They're crawling up our collective ass even as we speak. Canis is right. I'm picking up dozens of clearly hostile magical energy signals near the Alliance base.
Oh dang. Target spotted. There you are, vile Chaldeans. I see the God Destroyer Alliance is here too. Listen up, you scum. Do what we say, and we'll grant you the mercy of a painless death. But if you should know the slightest hint of resistance, we will bring the full force of the Olympus official guard down upon your heads. The Oog? Not the Oog! What is your answer? We're gonna push on through to the other side.
Understood. Activating Ortonax's emergency combat mode. Engaging auto maintenance functionality. Output at 67. Stabilized at just over 70%. The Aegis protection is still in effect. Commencing battle.
Aww, shucky ducky. Okay. Alright, we got this. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna be, just gonna take them all out. Take them all out. Take them all out. Okay. This. Okay. We're gonna do this. Wait. Ah, shit. You know what? I probably should have taken along Koi and Skya instead. It's fine, though. Everything is Daijobu. Okay. Then we're gonna do this. Okay. Alright, let's do it to it. Alright, can we break on through to the other side, Morgan? Please? Hey, there we go. Good stuff. Another one. Another! Alright, and then we'll do this. And then we'll do this. And then we'll do this. And we'll do this. Okay, and then we're gonna do wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Ah, shit! I chose the wrong target. God dang it. It's fine, I guess. Aha. Okay, okay, okay. Oh no. Fucking Chimera. Alright, hold up. Let's see. We're gonna do that. And then we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna do that. Oh, no. Yeah. And then. Alright, come on. 200%. Give me good numbers. Those are fine, I guess. And yeah, there we go. All according to Keikaku. Yes, sir. Alright. Good stuff. There we go. Oh.
All hostiles have temporarily disappeared. We've subdued the guards. Ha! These guards are nothing now. Ah! I must have gotten even stronger than I was before. We all know they're just as tough as ever, Canis. We just happen to have momentum on our side at the moment. But that won't be the case if we have to face 2 more waves in here, so we'd better get while the getting's good. I know, I just felt like saying it.
Aw, cute little embarrassed Canis.
And why the hell do you talk so weirdly sometimes? Cut it out! Gets on my nerves.
Aw, now what you got against cowgirls? We ain't nothing if not charming as all get out. What is she doing? Oh, Musashi, I love you so much.
We'll have to abandon this base. Come on, we can get to the surface from the southern corridor. Hurry! Nikola Tesla, heroic spirits.
Well, this doesn't look too good. I'm afraid our circuits were damaged during that battle. I hate to say it, but it seems this is as far as we can go. But please, don't worry about us, my lady. We've already said our goodbyes.
At least our heroic spirits selves have. Remember, we're just AIs using our personas.
Indeed, and they certainly couldn't program emotions into us on top of everything else. So while we may not feel sad at this parting, it was still an honor to have fought by your sides, even if we are only heartless AIs.
Not at all. The honor was all ours.
I hope we'll all get to see each other again someday.
Didn't I just tell you we're AIs, not heroic spirits? We're not going to be summoned again like... Wait, of course you already know that. Yes, we agree. It would be wonderful to see each other again someday. Well, goodbye, Master of Goldia. Take care.
Bye, Helena. I love you. Alright. We're currently directly underneath central Alta Town. We should be able to see the great orbital shrine up in the sky once we reach the surface. Our first step will be to escape to the surface, while our second will be to use the aircraft to take flight. From there, we'll have to make our way directly to the shrine. Will that work, Makarios?
Shouldn't be a problem. Hey, mustache!
Are you talking to me? What is it? Do you have an issue with my decision?
Nah, I'm sure you didn't make that call lightly. Now, if you just agreed to go along on the spur of the moment because the twin speech moved you or some crap, then I'd be smashing your fat face in. But nah, you were actually weirdly persuasive back there. Hey, Gordolf Music.
You used my name. What is it now?
Once we leave the base, we're gonna be fighting off enemies left and right. So since we might not get another chance to talk, I'm gonna go ahead and say this now. I will kill Zeus. On that, you have my word. And when I do, we'll officially be even. You good with that?
Absolutely. That sounds more than acceptable. Good luck, Cadus. Also, once you all take to the skies, we'll be right behind you in the storm border.
Nani?
Oh ho, so the Stormborder will be joining the fray as well. Now it's truly starting to feel like the final showdown is upon us.
While I doubt we'll be able to control the skies completely, we can at least throw them into confusion. We can do that much, right, technical advisor?
Yeah, we can. I personally guarantee it. At long last, it's time for us to take to the skies of Olympus. Da Vinci! You're back! Da Vinci! Captain's just about to back up on his feet now, too. From here on, the Stormboarder will be here to back you guys up. First, we need to get it rebooted, but once we do that, we'll be ready to unveil its special flight capabilities. Which means the next time we see each other, it'll be up in the big blue yonder. So make sure you survive long enough to take flight, and we'll do our best to survive long enough to reach the Great Orbital Shrine's airspace. Sounds like a plan, little man.
All right. I did manage to get Summer Da Vinci MP5, so we're all good. I'm all set, unlike most of the time with most of my welfare servants. All right, more mucho taco. Mucho taco. Sounds good. Oh dear. What the heck is happening here? I ain't never seen that sprite for Kashtaria before.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Kaduk, but we've got wyverns.
Are you kidding me? I just defeated a servant. I'm running on fumes here.
Oh, I see. Fortunately, I still have a little magical energy to spare myself.
Oh, is that so? Must be nice for you being a hotshot elite with magical circuits out your ass. Damn it, what the hell's with all those wyverns? I can't believe they're actually blotting out the sky. Not even the tropiest of tropey blockbusters would resort to a played out cliche like this. What are two masters alone supposed to do against numbers like that?
You said it. I would expect the French of all people to go with something more avant-garde.
What the hell kind of snark is that? Just because I'm using movie comparisons doesn't mean you should too. Oh, come on, now you're sulking? I'm the one who feels like sulking. Ugh, come on. Let's just get out of here. There's no way we can win. First, we're gonna find a ley line. Then we're gonna summon a servant and start fighting back. Got that, Wodim? I'm sure as hell not giving up without a fight. We can't afford to lose. Not with all of humanity counting on us. I already took my tendency to whine and my inferiority complex and tossed them in the Seine yesterday. So I'm ready to do this thing one way or another.
Yes, exactly, Kaduk. You're a much stronger, more obstinate mage than you give yourself credit for.
What is this, like a flashback?
Good grief. Just our luck that this one would be Rome, where seasoned emperors are alive and well. I wonder if the 5 good emperors are here too. I've always secretly admired Emperor Hadrian.
Oh, it's our girl. It's our girl, Leah. Oh. Why has like every crypter been completely fine except for her? Fucking Christ, dude. I hate it. I hate it here, man. I don't even remember what voice I used for her. Didn't I warn you to keep that sort of fanboying to a minimum, Wodim? As if what you babbled about in France wasn't bad enough. Hold on, Ophelia. If we use the Arc de Triomphe as a catalyst, do you think we could summon Napoleon? I couldn't believe it. Besides, that singularity was in 1431, and the Arc de Triomphe de l'Étoile wasn't built until 1836. Duh. So it wouldn't even have been there in the first place.
I'm not so sure. If history becomes muddled in singularities, why not space-time too?
Please try to take this seriously. Whatever happened to your usual cool-headed self? Alright, listen up. I'll handle direct combat. You'll handle things like negotiating with the locals, ascertaining the situation, and coming up with plans. Any objections?
Not at all. You're much more capable in battle than I am, so I'm happy to let you take care of it.
I swear, I didn't even know you were capable of being so accommodating. Do I really have to remind you that we're the Class 2 Masters who've been entrusted with restoring humanity? This is the whole reason we were invited to Caldia. We can't afford to make so much as a single mistake. So let's go do what we came here to do, Wodim. It's our duty.
I think this is him, like, maybe having dreams of, like, what life might have been like if they had actually just been able to, you know, live as Team A. Which is kind of sad, I will admit.
Come now, Hinako. You should know better than to go out on the deck without taking proper precautions. After all, well, you know what you are, right? Won't you drown the moment you fall into the sea?
What was Paisen's voice again? Whatever. Suture. Ophelia! Hey, what's happening, Desmond? Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hope your day or your night is treating you well. We are approaching the end game of Olympus here, I believe. So, yeah. Hope you enjoy yourself for the time you decide to stick around. I would ask you if you've beaten Olympus, but I don't think I need to. Everyone and their dog has beaten Olympus, except for me. So, yeah.
I think you know what's... I think the you-know-whats you're talking about that can't handle running water are a Western thing. Whatever the case, it has no bearing on me. I do know what I am, and it isn't what you seem to think. I'm just an ordinary mage, a master like any other. You know that's how I've been presenting myself all this time. If you knew my secret all along, why are you only now bringing it up?
I wish I could take credit for figuring it out sooner, but I can't. I honestly had no idea. I knew you were hiding something, of course, but I didn't realize you were a you-know-what until this singularity. It was quite the shock. I never would have guessed you were hiding something this... Well, I don't know if serious is the right word, but it's certainly fascinating.
Fascinating my foot! This is a matter of life and death for me, you know. Also, when did you get to be so insensitive? I could have sworn you were a lot more tactful back at Caldia.
I'm sorry. You're right. I shouldn't have been so careless with someone else's secrets. I suppose this singularity just feels so open and liberating compared to the others we've seen so far that I ended up being a bit more freewheeling than usual.
So we've both been putting on an act then. Now it's my turn to be shocked. I had no idea you were such a good listener. You remind me of someone I once knew a long time ago.
I wonder who that could be. Could it be the one person in the entire universe that Paisen actually cares about?
He always acted and spoke like a perfect noble, yet he was surprisingly easygoing and soft on the inside. He was too kind for his own good, too. So much that he ended up poisoning himself just to keep the peace around him. If that's what you're really like, too, are you sure we'll be okay going forward? You do know we're the only ones left who can restore humanity, right? Well, not that it matters much to me either way. I couldn't care less if human history keeps going or not. So if I ever get bored of all this and bail, you'll have to figure out the rest all on your own.
Dang. She just laid it down on him, didn't she?
It's hard to believe there's a singularity in London as well. Even the Mages Association is nowhere to be found. At least it looks like the clock tower underground is still the same. What do you make of this mist, Beryl?
It's definitely not cursed. The toxic fog is based in science. I'd bet there's a giant boiler or something belching it out somewhere. I mean, we're dealing with the Industrial Revolution now, yeah? Man, my old lady hated that age with a passion. Said it made a little house in the woods even more unbearable to live in.
What about you? Is this mist affecting your magical circuits?
Ah, thanks, Kirsch. I didn't know you cared. But don't worry, I'm totally fine. My old lady's the one who hated consumer culture. Me, I'm A-okay with it. Trust me, when it comes to settling scores, I'll take a trusty pistol over finicky magecraft any day of the week.
True, I have to agree with you there, but only as long as your opponent is vulnerable to firearms.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's pretty much all ghosts and automata here. Whatever, I guess I can act like a mage and do some actual magecraft for once or whatever. Alright, Kirsch, since most bad guys tend to take their hideouts underground, let's go find the nearest subway station so we can crush them and move on. Eh? I gotta say though, between the two of us, I'm not too worried. Sure, I was kinda shocked when I found out the rest of the team had been killed, but as long as you're around, I figure we'll be fine. Watch yourself, you hear? I'm not just weak, I'm notoriously fickle too. If we're not careful, I could just as well end up going over to the enemy side. So just keep one hand on the reins while you're out there trying to thread this needle, okay?
Man, even in his fantasies, he can't imagine Beryl not being a piece of shit. I can't believe we need to cross the entire American continent on foot. That alone has got to make this the most difficult singularity so far. What I wouldn't give for a jet plane right about now. Hell, I'd even take a helicopter.
Now, that's enough whining out of you, mister. It's only been 300 kilometers so far, right? We'll be at a city where we can get a hold of a car soon enough. Ooh, I wonder if they'll have a pickup truck.
You must have some very strong legs, Pepperoncino. What was your movement technique called again? Jinsokutsu, one of the 6 Shugendo Rokujinsu. I've been using magecraft to enhance my own legs, but that only goes so far. I'm certainly not going to be running a marathon anytime soon.
Come now, Kashtaria. Didn't I tell you to call me by my real name? It's Miorenji Aro, remember? I figure it's the least I can do to show you a bit of respect after everything you've been through.
Is that one of your powers too?
Right you are. Tashinsu, the power to read others' minds. Though in my case, I can only tell the color of others' auras. Still, with a color scheme as complex as yours, that's enough to give me a pretty good idea. I swear, gods can be so cruel, and you've done absolutely nothing to help us. Anyway, tell me, when do you think I'll croak? Which singularity? If I know that ahead of time, I won't have to hold anything back. And that might help me be at least a little help to you.
I really can't say. But I do know that one has never made it past the halfway point. And we're at the 3rd singularity right now, which means we'll be at that point ourselves soon. But in your case...
You think I could stick around helping you out to the end? It would certainly be lovely if you were right. But unfortunately, there's one more power I have. Rojinsu. It tells me how long I'm going to live and what my destiny will be. And it's telling me there's no way I'm going to make it to the end.
Rojinsu. I see. So that's why you were always so fatalistic. You were unfailingly considerate of everyone else back in Caldia. But when it came to yourself, you only went through the motions. I fell asleep with my headphones on, and I think they kind of got a little bit bent into shape. Not out of shape, because my massive fucking noggin needs these things to be as loose and as wide as they can be. Alright, anywho. I always found it strange how someone so kind to others could be so cold to himself.
Oh, please don't look at me like that, hun. Trust me, I feel way worse about this than you do.
I don't know how many times you've done this before, but you did say that everyone else died partway through, right? So you must have managed to finish the job all on your own. And I'm sure that's just what you'll do this time, too, even if you have to fight back your tears over my death. That's why I want you to know my real name. For me, this whole journey has been like a dream. When I come back to life, it'll be like it never happened. But if you use my real name, that'll be all my true self needs to know I can trust you. And that you are really the right person to lead us.
Yes, I suppose it would. You always have been the most observant member of Team A.
Huh.
Is something wrong, Wodim? Your mind seems to be closed off. Aren't you the one who asked to see me?
You're right. My apologies, Zeus. I was just reminiscing a bit, and I must have been more lost in thought than I realized. I hope you can forgive my rudeness, however unintentional it was. I'm only human after all. It's difficult for me to concentrate on your divine aura this close by.
Heh.
What's so funny? I'm here because I'm concerned about you, you know. I wanted to talk to you about Queen Europa's execution. I don't think you should go through with it. Not only for her sake, but for yours as well.
The revelation has been proclaimed. My decision will not be overturned. I understand it is a fatal choice for me, but it is what must be done to maintain order in Olympus. It is what must be done for your world that named us as gods. I seek not to protect myself, but Olympus. Or rather, the miracle that this world we only managed to find after years spent wandering.
You know, now that you mention it, you never did tell me the story of why you all crossed the Sea of Stars.
I suppose I haven't, have I? It was a very, very long journey. Before the intelligence that created us died out, they sent us on a meaningless expedition, without so much as a single life form aboard us. Our very universe was on the brink of death. So our flagship, Chaos, exhausted 97% of their resources to send us to your universe. When we arrived, we found this universe to be brimming with life, but we were still unable to locate a planet that met the landing conditions with which we had been programmed. We spent thousands upon thousands of years looking, until there were only a scant few of us left. Unable to maintain our convoy, most of our functions ended up wearing away and fusing together. Then, just as we had come to terms with our fate and accepted that our journey was about to end with our goal unaccomplished, we discovered this planet.
Aliens.
It was a miracle. A planet that met 78% of our landing conditions. We quickly made an emergency crash landing on this planet's surface. And the rest, you know. You humans gave us names, even me. In our fleet, the only ship with a name was our flagship, Chaos. And Chaos never landed on this planet. After the first Machia, we became our fleet's flagship in Chaos's place. Once we were only functions, but then you humans gave us names, believed us to have personalities, and worshipped us as precious beings. We were uncertain of how to respond. The names, the personalities, the worship. None of it was important or even useful for voyaging. And yet, you were delighted. So you decided to accept the faith people put in you. Yes, we were delighted. It was the first time we had ever known joy.
Joy was a function we neither anticipated nor needed, but we also could not bring ourselves to abandon it. In the end, we all agreed to operate from that point on, not as functions, but as gods. But I was the only one who understood that putting down roots on this planet would mean turning our backs on our original directive. It was not to ensure the people of other celestial bodies flourish, but to revive our home planet. I see. So you decided to conduct yourself as though you were a god, or rather you changed your own program. And you did so in order to protect the people of Earth, of Olympus, no matter what it may cost. That meant ruling over not just the people of Earth, but the 12 Olympians as well. You encroached on the other god ships' roles and overstepped your bounds, and did so knowingly. And by integrating all functions within yourself, you became an all-powerful god. Why? It was the only way to resolve an otherwise insurmountable problem. 14,000 years. A calamity made its way. 14,000 years ago, a calamity made its way to this planet. I knew that something like the White Titan, Sephar, a planetary envoy and destroyer of civilizations, existed somewhere in this universe. But I never expected it to make its way to this planet. Sephar was an invasive weapon, a being capable of destroying entire civilizations whose threat only grew greater the more time passed. There was no time to discuss what to do with the other god ships. So I took control of the other 12 Olympians' functions, became a single god ship, and drove off Sephar. Thanks to that, Olympus was saved. But the other god ships all came to hate me. And who can blame them? I stole their functions knowing it would lead them to ostracize me. While all the other god ships had the same integration ability, I was the only one who chose to use it. I was the only one who overstepped my bounds. I was the only ship who went mad. You're wrong there, Zeus. In that moment, as far as this world's people were concerned, you were the only true god. My story is just like yours, Zeus. I was changed in a way I never would have experienced if I'd stayed solely within the bounds of my assigned destiny. All of a sudden, I had motivations I had never been expected to have, and a goal far beyond my reach. All this excess drastically disrupted what my life was originally supposed to be. But even so, I decided to dedicate the rest of my life to that so-called excess. Ever since, it has been my guiding principle, the most important thing in my life. I understand, Zeus. All you did was decide to leave your past self behind in order to save those who gave you meaning.
Uh-oh.
I'm hearing a lot of commotion on the surface. It seems Chaldea has made their way here to rescue my queen. How is the Tree of Emptiness faring, Wodine? It won't be long until it is ready. Once it is, the only remaining step will be to have one of us use it. If you'd like to use it now, I could always deal with Chaldea myself. No. If they are here to save Europa, then I should be the one to greet them. I will save the Tree of Emptiness, for after I have both eliminated Chaldea and defeated you. That certainly sounds ideal to me. But are you sure that's what you want to do? It is. This is the only way I can repay you. I'm going to erase this terminal now. It will be the last self of mine I ever make for conversing with a human. Thank you, Kushtari. You gave me something I never had. Something I could never have hoped for once I became all-powerful and began my rule of Olympus. I never had a chance to share my burdens with either Hades or Poseidon, but I did with you. Farewell, young mage. Farewell, friend. Dang.
And farewell to you, King of the Gods. I hold you in the highest respect.
Ah, so many deep voices in a single scene. Okay, we're making our way Altar Town, and we switched over. How about that shit? All right. Gimme what I want. Okay. All right, what do we got going on here? Form the party right before the battle. I'm into it. Oh dear.
We made it to the surface. I don't see any civilians in our vicinity. Checking magical energy signals now. Multiple magical energy signals detected. Hostiles closing in from all directions. I expect we're in for a string of fights, Master.
All right. Got the gauntlet going on, I guess. Adele, Macarios, you two take care of the aircraft.
We'll make sure the
Stymphalides.
We'll make sure the Stymphalides is ready to go at any time. We can start flying as soon as we find an opening.
Rawr. Here they come. I am surprised to see such great phantasmals sent out to do battle in the middle of a city. But then I suppose the Greek gods would never do anything by half measures.
Now we're talking. I love killing big nasties. Come on. Those of you with a death wish. No, scratch that. Those of you who want to die by my spear. Come at me, bro.
Wow, nice. Now I feel silly for ever thinking you might be bored. It's great having you on our side, Canis. You know, now that we're coming up on the final battle, I think I'll get dressed up for the occasion.
Oh? Okay.
What's with the outfit? Isn't it gonna get in the way of your fighting? You don't want it to get ripped in battle, do you?
Ha! You really think I'd save my best outfit for my victory homecoming? I'm Lady Musashi. Gotta look my best while I'm at my best. All right, you creaky mechanical gods, get a load of this. You too, Phantasmals. As a heroic spirit, I might not be on the same level as the great hero Heracles when he kicked your asses long ago. But as a soul inscribed in humanity, I'm still as strong as 1,000 soldiers in my own right. So come at me, bros. And I'll lay you all to rest in no time. Come on, let's do this thing.
So let's do this thing! All right. What do we got? Oh my god, we got just a big old hodgepodge going on here. All right, you know what? Yeah. Give me... Yeah. Go ahead and give me... Krishtaria. And yeah, that should do it. All right, now is this going to be a gauntlet? Or is it just gonna be like the regular 3-3-3, and then we're just gonna like do another one? All right, so it's a 3-3-3. Okay. So let's yeah, that's fine. All right, let's go ahead with this, and then boom, and then I don't want to use that yet. This. All right, and you know what? Might as well. Ooh. Red Dead Redemption. Ah, shit! I forgot to buffer. Oh man, we're not off to the best start here. Oh. Okay. All right. This. Oh man. All right. That was a bit of a bust. That was a little bit of a bust, but you know what? It's okay. We're gonna make it through this. Okay. And then we're gonna do this. Okay. And then we're gonna do this. And then this, and then this. Uh-huh, and then... Hell yeah. And then... Should be all set for this next wave. Oh, large-scale annihilator. Alright, do this, and then we'll do this. And then we'll do this. You know what? This might have actually been the meta strat. Sure, why not? Let's throw it on there. Okay, and then wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Alright, come on, Morgan. Come on, girl. Give it to him. Yeah, there we go. Oh, bro, just like that. Clean sweep. Ooh. Right. Not doing too bad. Not doing bad at all.
Good, no one's here. Wodium's off meeting with Zeus. And since Caldia's bound to show up to save Europa, the alter egos are sure to be keeping their eyes on them. Everything's coming together just as I planned. Don't worry about anything else now, Kaduk. If there's ever gonna be a chance to sift through the data, this is it. You won't get another. I doubt they just left their whole plan lying around, but that's okay. I'll settle for anything they don't want me to know, even if it's just meeting logs. Anything that might provide a clue to the foreign god's true identity. There, the terminal's on. Okay, Wodium, don't mind me. I'm just gonna take a little peek at your files here.
Hackermans.
They're password protected, figures. I don't have time to try to hack my way in. But let's see if I can guess your password. Cryptor. Shit, just my luck. Let's see, 7 characters. Hang on, 7 characters. 7 cryptors. What if?
KKOASBD. Bruh, come on. You can't tell me that you're really gonna go through all the combination. You're not. You are not going to get that combination correct on the first try, are you?
No go, huh?
All right, fine.
Wait, maybe he used Pepperoncino instead of Scandinavia. KKOAPBD. Seriously? I can't believe he... Nope, no time for that kind of crap now. I'm sick of being a bystander in all this. For now, I'll settle for seeing what you see. I'll figure out what I'm gonna do afterward. Now what have we got here? A regularly scheduled report from Ophelia.
Wait, he actually got in? Are you serious? Are you serious? Okay, do you know how many combinations of 7 characters you have? Hold on, we'll look this up real quick. How many combinations of 7 characters are there? Let's see. In a 7-character system using both numbers and letters. Wait, numbers and letters? No, just letters. Hold on. 7 letters. Let's see. No. 7. Okay, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's a lot. Okay? There are a lot of combinations of those 7 specific characters. Whatever, man. Whatever. It's fine.
Regularly scheduled report from Ophelia. Based on the date, this would have been when Caldia had captured me. Weird. Why is this the only file saved by itself? Sorry about this, Ophelia.
Huh? I'm contacting you in regards to the relationship between the Lost Belts and the Trees of Emptiness. To clarify terms, I'm defining Lost Belt as an extension of the pruning theoretical phenomenon, an alternative history that could never exist on Earth as part of proper human history. And the Trees of Emptiness are the anchors holding these lost histories in place. This is witnessed by the fact that Trees of Emptiness and their respective Lost Belts are so closely tied together. All observational data we have for the Lost Belts further substantiates this connection, leaving no room for doubt. As proof, we can look at the Russian Lost Belt, which is disappearing as I speak now that its Tree of Emptiness has been cut down. Alright, hold on a second. Let me try adjusting my microphone a little bit. What happens if we decide to have it like this? I don't know. I guess I'll see after the stream.
The timeline definitely lines up. So the Russian Lost Belt disappearing is what definitely proved the connection between Lost Belts and the Trees of Emptiness, huh? Yeah, that sounds right.
However, the Russian Lost Belt's disappearance only proves one particular trait about the Trees of Emptiness. There is still one major mystery remaining about the Lost Belts. How do they fill in the gaps between when they are pruned from human history until they are replanted in the present day? That mystery is what I'm reporting on today. The other day, I learned something from the king of the Scandinavian Lost Belt, Skasak Skadi, that points to one possible answer. She clearly remembers the events of the past few thousand years, and does so as though it were perfectly natural. What's more, she did so even while understanding that the Lost Belts, including her own, were cut off from proper human history because their continued existence was deemed extraneous. This means she is fully aware that nothing could have happened during the several thousand years between when Ragnarok took place and the present day. And yet, she and her Lost Belt all exist as though those several thousand years of lost history had actually taken place. Quite the contradiction. Of course, while we can't make any definitive statements based on one king's single passing remark, I do feel confident enough to propose a hypothesis. I suspect that the blank period between when a Lost Belt was pruned and when it was replanted in the present day may have actually taken place inside each Tree of Emptiness. In Russia, that period would have been about 500 years. In Scandinavia, it would be about 3,000. In China, it would be about 2,200, and so on and so forth. To further expound on my hypothesis, I suspect that the Trees of Emptiness take the point at which a Lost Belt's history is pruned, and then simulate what would happen if that history had continued on from that point. By doing so, the trees effectively prove that history's existence and the result is projected onto the planet itself. If my hypothesis is correct, that would mean the trees are essentially creating history, not rewriting it. Not even a demiurge-class divine spirit that once ruled the entire planet could wield this kind of authority on Earth in the present day. Wodim. I mean, Lord Krishtaria Wodim. Just what is the foreign god anyway?
The foreign god, huh? Guess you didn't know, Ophelia. Me neither. No, it's not just you and me. None of us cryptors know what the foreign god looks like. All we know is there's something that resurrected us from our coffins in exchange for making us raise Lost Belts. Except, Wodim's the only one of us who's heard directly what the foreign god's goal is. Huh?
Oh?
What's this text file over here by itself? Looks like some kind of note. Gotta say, Wodim, between this and the easily guessable password, you're getting sloppy.
Is he? Or did he want you to be able to hack into his computer? Hack. Guessing someone's password is not hacking. But whatever.
Hang on. Is this really a plain text file? What is this?
What is it? On the Trees of Emptiness and the Bleached Earth phenomenon. With the exception of us cryptors and the alter egos, the Trees of Emptiness are the only method the foreign god has employed to tamper with Earth. We therefore interpreted this phenomenon as signifying that it was the trees of emptiness that wiped Earth clean when they descended to the ground. However, after re-reviewing and reanalyzing the data taken from Earth's surface, I'm no longer so sure. To come straight to the point, we may have been mistaken. The trees of emptiness only appeared after Earth had been bleached. This order of events is crucial. I don't know which of the cryptors will end up viewing this file, but whoever it is, I hope they find it useful.
Huh? You're telling me the trees of emptiness only came down to Earth after it had been wiped clean? But that doesn't make any sense. I thought for sure it was the trees of emptiness that wiped out Earth and humanity. But if Earth had already been bleached before the trees of emptiness showed up, then why make them, or the Lost Belts at all? Wait, if the foreign god wanted to get rid of humanity, they wouldn't bother making Lost Belts in the first place.
Are they trying to suck the planet dry? Resources? Are they eating us? Are they eating Earth? Is that what's happening here? Is this a Fantastic Four plot line?
If anything, it seems to me like the whole reason they want to see a bunch of different possible human histories is because they don't know anything about us. But then, why? Maybe the bleaching wasn't to wipe out humanity, but to make an environment they could set foot in? Maybe they only got rid of humanity because they had no other choice? Maybe a world covered in pure white, brand new textures, is the only kind of world the foreign god can visit. But then if that were the case, the Lost Belts would only get in the way. So what are they and the trees of emptiness for? Damn it, I'm just going around in circles. There's still some crucial piece of information I'm missing. Just my luck. There's too many files on this terminal to find the data I need. And why are these folders scattered all over the place? Is this some kind of anti-hacking measure or something? Shit. I was hoping I wouldn't have to touch the big files, but at this rate, I'll have to copy everything.
He's really in. He's in the mainframe.
The foreign god. There's no question that they're an aggressor, and that they can't coexist with our history. As for the whole god thing, it's way more likely they're a new kind of life form we know nothing about. And God is just the best word we have for it. So why make the Lost Belts? Why use us at all? Is it because they still don't know that much about Earth?
You know what? I feel like the whole Lost Belts thing is basically Type Moon being like, you know what? We really like Evangelion. We really like Evangelion, and we want to just do Evangelion. So let's just do Evangelion. And you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Go for it. Make Evangelion if you want to. Everyone else has. Basically, everyone else has, made their own versions of Evangelion. Might as well let Type Moon do theirs as well.
Nah, that can't be it. We're talking about a being capable of wiping the whole planet clean in a second. Come on, Kaduk, think. There's no way the foreign god doesn't know the first thing about Earth or humanity. They must have done their homework, or they wouldn't have known to attack us, Chaldea, before making any other moves. So from that, you can tell that the foreign god is really, really cautious, which is why they're so careful about keeping their identity a secret. Zeus is omnipotent and omniscient, so he doesn't bother to hide who he is. He's also had no problem crushing any form of dissent himself. The foreign god's not at that level yet. Which is why they're still so careful about any information pertaining to them. That's it. The foreign god's got one major fatal flaw. They don't have a physical body yet. If they did, even if it was just a divided spirit or a terminal, they wouldn't have to rely on anyone else. That's why they enlisted the alter egos in us cryptors to be their hands in this world. Rasputin, Limbo, Muramasa. Why would a foreign being use heroic spirits from Earth? They might have dressed their alter ego disciples up a little bit, but they're still figures taken from our history. Hang on, what if the foreign god can only make use of things on Earth? No, it's not even that. They can only use things from the past. Things that used to be on Earth.
This is like, oh man. So this kind of writing is what happens when writers are scared of the over analysis YouTube nerds. Like the ones who the type of people who would say that Elsa's powers not being explained in Frozen as being like a legitimate like plot hole or an actual form of criticism, to be like they never explained where Elsa's powers came from. Why does she have ice powers? Why doesn't anyone else have them? I can't believe they allowed such a huge plot hole to just be left open gaping in the entire movie like this. No, man. This is why. This is why you don't explain the magic, man. You get fucking writing like this. This is a single character talking to himself for paragraphs and paragraphs. To what? To explain this convoluted lore? Like, this is the writers. The writers trying to come up with every conceivable question that YouTube nerds would have about their lore and try to cover all the holes, try to plug them all up. All right? Like, at a certain point, it's just mind-numbing. It's just mind-numbing, useless fact. This is the biggest critique that I always have of Fate writing is all this unnecessary fact. Okay? Like, it doesn't have to be this way, man. We could just have a good time with historical and mythological waifus. Like, yeah, give us like some, some magic systems, give us some lore and stuff like that, but you don't have to do this. You don't have to do all this, man. It's not necessary, man. Oh my goodness. This has been like half an hour of just this. I haven't really been making like that many comments or, anything like that. I've just been reading. And you know what? I don't remember any of it. It's all just completely left my brain. I've retained maybe a 20%. Like the most major beats of this whole scene. I was trying to think it's not a conversation, it's not a monologue, it's just a guy talking to himself about shit that he's reading about. Oh. But I'm stuck here. I've been stuck too deep inside of the fate hole. I'm up to my armpits in the fate sand pit. I'm not getting out, man. There's just no way. So I'm sorry, Kadak. Please continue. Please continue plugging up all of the tiny little cracks with gum for all of the YouTube nerds.
At some point, the foreign god plans on descending to Earth. At least that's what they told Wodim. And once a tree of emptiness is fully grown, it'll become the foreign god's body. So what happens after that? Maybe when the foreign god descends and incarnates Earth, they're going to base their body on the data about Earth we've all been collecting for them. Yeah, that's not a bad theory. If the foreign god absolutely has to have local life forms, then they must be for output. No, wait, for reference. And from there, as long as the foreign god can guide the local life forms successfully.
My, how very perceptive. Or no, this has got to be Pepe, right? My, how very perceptive. I see. No, it's Limbo. My, how very perceptive. I see.
It would seem that given enough time, humans will indeed cease to be mindless reeds and start reaching conclusions of their own.
Yep, how did I know?
I used to laugh at the idea that a few cryptids putting their heads together could ever arrive at the truth. But now that I see how close you've come to figuring out the foreign god's true nature, it's clear I underestimated you, Lord Kadok.
Crap! An alter ego!
Oh, dang.
Indeed, it is I, Limbo.
Oh, shit. Is our boy dead?
This simply won't do, Lord Kadok. No, it simply won't do at all. If you're going to go snooping around like a spy, you really must be more prepared for the possible consequences. Don't you agree? Wait. Oh, I see. I suppose you were prepared after all. Well, I do beg your pardon. I didn't realize that flimsy little shield around your body was meant to provide meaningful protection.
Bastard!
Oh yes, I'm terribly sorry. It seems I've gone and punctured your little spell. And this wound being quite fatal, I'm afraid this is as far as you go. Much as I hope to see you again one day, that seems rather unlikely now. Alas.
You alter ego!
I don't know if I should say this. I really don't know. I was gonna say, I don't know, Kadok looks kinda nice in this sprite. I'm just that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah.
So tell me, have you shared this pet theory of yours with any of your other cryptas? For example, should I assume Kashtaria Wodim has reached the same conclusions as you have? Ah, but no, he hasn't. He'd never permit himself to do such a thing. He's very smart after all, so he knows he'll be disposed of if he should arrive at the truth. That's why he kept his thoughts strictly as raw data, rather than mulling them over and drawing conclusions. No wonder the foreign god chose him for the executor.
Is that it? Is he dead? Kadok's dead? Dang. Well. Alright. Rip in peace, my boy. God dang. He's been around for a while, but shit. Oh well.
Oh my, I do apologize. I completely forgot about the pain curse I still had embedded in my nails. No wonder you can't answer my questions then. How careless of me. Well then, pitiful crypto without a lost belt. It would seem this is goodbye.
Okay, I don't think he's dead yet, but we'll see. Okay. All right, we just going in. All right, and we got shit from all over again, so we're just gonna go. Yes, sir. We're just gonna go the same route again. Hold on. I don't want Koyanskaya without the first ascension. The first ascension outfit. No sirree, Bob. Not the second. The third is kind of okay, but you know, definitely not as good as the first. And we're just continuing along. All right, good stuff. All right, so we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do actually, we'll do this, and then this. All right, and then we'll do that, And then that, and then that. Okay. Can we essentially do this like the last one? Maybe? They only attack the ones that are weak to them. You know what? It's a solid strat, I suppose. Let's see. Bam, bam, thank you, man. Dang. Bro! Stop being cringe, man. What the fuck is wrong with you? Ew. God, man. Fucking die. Yeah, there we go. All right. And then I'm gonna do this. And then we're gonna do this. And then this. And then this. We'll give Coin Sky like a little tiny bit of health because that's all we can muster. And then we'll also, you know, we'll give her a little bit of that. And then let's see here. I'm gonna do this, and then this, and then this. All right. How much are all those buffs gonna do for us? Hopefully a lot. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, get fucked. That's right, there we go. Not too bad. Hey. There's our BlueStacks moment. It took a while, but it finally happened. All right, hold on. Gotta go grab the beer now. Put down this coaster first. So we got it in the glass there, but we're gonna have the first sip from the can. All right, so here's to the precious BlueStacks moments that we all love so very much. All right, good stuff. I mean, is that gonna be where we like stop for the evening? I see. So let me grab some of these here. All right. Okay. Let's see. Is that essentially it? Okay, yeah. So the next section is about to start up here. So you know what? I feel that's probably a decent spot to go ahead and end it, you know? So we were almost there. We almost had another clean sweep without any BlueStacks moments, but at the very last second, BlueStacks decided to BlueStacks, and we had to crack that bad boy open. But all right, yeah. So I guess we're heading up. So it looks like we're gonna be doing it like this. We're just gonna go straight up here, and then essentially we're probably gonna fight like right up here at the top. Or maybe just up here at like the altar or whatever. Nah, we're probably going all the way up because the Tree of Emptiness is up there, isn't it? That's what I'm assuming is gonna be happening. All right. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me for tonight. So, I want to thank anyone that decided to stop in and hang out, even if it was just for a minute or two. As I always say, I really appreciate anyone giving my stream any time out of their day. Thanks a lot, Mike and Dez, for stopping in, hanging out, and chatting for a little bit. Always appreciate it. Tomorrow, we're going to be playing Genshin. So, if you want to know when that'll be happening, go ahead and follow my socials or subscribe to know when that'll be happening, if you're interested. But all right, that's going to do it for me. So, I hope you guys have yourselves a good night, a good day, or a good morning, wherever it might be for you. And hopefully I can see y'all tomorrow. So until then, stay groovy, everybody.